Kia ora, my name's Kereama Walker Brown. I'm 19, born and raised in Tauranga. This year I've recently graduated the Tai Waitia program number 26, which led on to graduating the Tai Whakaora program. I'd say my life by growing up, I cycled around alcohol, drugs, mainly abuse. From a young age I was stuck in a cycle that no kid should have to be in. Having to wake up every morning to no food being on the table. My mum and my father drinking at early times. My father coming home from work already being drunk. At the age of 5, our family was already splitting up because of the choices that my mum and my father were deciding to make. At the age of 6, I had moved in with my old man at the caravan park, where one night took a turn on my life. I was sitting at home in the caravan, where we got a knock on the door, and as I went to go and open the door, the cops were standing right there, and they said, "Mr. Brown, you're under arrest." I felt like my world had just crumbled, hit the ground on my knees, started crying, watching my dad walk out those doors. Just felt like my whole world had left me. Then from that age, I started getting passed around, moved from house to house, couch to couch. At the age of 10, I was already stealing, hiding behind people's fences, smoking cigarette butts, hanging around shopping centres, asking for money. From the age of 16, I'd come back to live with my family. I'd found out my old man had just come out of prison. So I thought everything had changed, everything had gone back to normal. But then the alcohol come back into the picture. Whereas the alcohol picked up day by day, the violence followed. And the violence got worse and worse, which led my parents to separating, which led us to moving house from house. Then on we moved to Bethlehem. From there I found myself stuck in a cycle of hanging out with gangs. I was robbing houses, I was stealing cars, I was robbing shops for people that didn't even want me for me, didn't even respect me as me. At 18 I found myself getting into more heavy crime. I was getting into heavier drugs. I was drinking a lot more. And in months come by, I found myself being peer pressured into a lot of things. So then I thought that was where I was at. I thought that's what I had to do, was do everything that everyone told me. From there on, just led to more and more, to waking up one day, finding myself isolated on a bracelet. It took 9 months of my life away. I felt alone, felt depressed, till I found myself at a crossroads. I reached out to live for more. Describing live for more in one word would be impeccable. You know, you can't step into doors at another place and feel like you're safe or feel like you're welcomed into somewhere without meeting people. It feels like home. Live for more for me has been a journey. My very first day of surfing felt like I was Chicken Joey from Surf's Up. Just felt like I was like on top of the moon, eh? Being on that board, being on that wave was just like giving me a thrill that I needed to chase. Like I had my name all over it, eh? The thrill that you get when you're on a wave feels like you're climbing Mount Everest. When you're riding down that wave, when you're on the face of that wave, it brings the joy out of you, eh? It makes you smile when you don't want to smile. If you're having a bad day, it takes that bad day away. Surfing for me has taught me that life is exactly like waves. On a big day, you're always going to get smoked, you're going to get humbled, but the way is to get back up and persevere through those dark times, persevere through those big waves, because you know you're always going to make it out the back. Being on the water on that surfboard has made me think about what the water has to bring for you, eh? Every time I go on that water, I have to be respecting something that's not mine. I'd say one thing that's changed for me while being at Live for More and doing the program would be my personality. I find that I'm a lot kinder now since I've opened up and let people in. I find that I'm a lot happier. I like to connect with people now. I'd say if I hadn't done Live for More, probably wouldn't know where I'd be today. I could be homeless, I could be a drug addict, I could be an alcoholic, even worse, most probably be behind bars for the things I was doing. My hopes now is to hopefully break the cycle that's been repeating itself in my family. I want to be able to stop the alcohol. I want to be able to make my family have barbecues again, be able to sit there and be a family without the alcohol, so that we can all love one another. Things I look forward to in life would be just carrying the passion I have for surfing, making sure that I have my surfboard in the back of the car wherever I go, trying to go around the whole of New Zealand, surf every place. My name is Kereama. I'm now free of the stress, the trauma, the drugs, the addictions. I could say that I'm free of all the things that I put myself through. It's the best feeling I've ever had. That's the best feeling I'll take with me.